Tony.
Right through Monday, yeah. So, listen, we don't want to harp on this, but, we know it's Florida, we know it gets hot here, but this is a different type of heat. You got to really, really be careful. And we'll break that down for you here in a second. I want to take you up towards Lake Dora. This is a beautiful shot. You can actually see the reflection there of the towering Q off of Lake Dora. That is just a very, very cool looking shot right there. And then as we take a look at the temperatures up towards Lake Dora, about 94, 95, back towards the coast in the upper 80s behind the breeze. There have been a couple showers popping up here. One right near Markenwood Road, the Heathrow area. One east there of DeLand, right along I-4. And a couple showers now developing south and east of Kissimmee and St. Cloud. So our Futurecast is picking up on a couple of mid-evening developing showers. They're not going to last very long, and it shouldn't be too much of a crimp on your Friday night plans, but the heat will be. Look at this, 1 o'clock temperature still 80 degrees out the door in the morning in the upper 70s, all because of this big dome of high pressure that extends from the Gulf back towards Bermuda. Even this time of the year with a large ridge of high pressure overhead, we'll still be able to squeak out a few cooling late day showers and storms. Sanford for you, probably looking at about 4 to 5 o'clock for that. Look at the heat there, about 95, 96 before the storms get going. Orlando 96, Christmas 96, Popka 96, Zellwood coming in at 96, up towards Seminole and Volusia County, 89 at the beaches, 96 Deltona, 96 back towards Chuliota, and then off towards the west. Look at the villages, Lake Panasoffkee, down towards Bushnell, 94 to about 96. The Four Corners area down towards Point Siena, Keynasville, 94 to about 96 degrees. And then right at the beaches, 89, 90, but just inland, 93, 94. But more importantly now, check this out. Saturday, 3 o'clock, 3:30. 103 to about 108, dangerous heat there, teetering there with, again, a heat advisory. More of the same on Sunday, 103 to about 108, teetering on the fringe there of a heat advisory. And on Monday, more of the same. That's why we're calling these weather impact days, because of the heat and the stress on the body. Pools will be popular. Afternoon high here about 95. And then as we take a look at the golf forecast, early morning tee times, a very good idea. The afternoon round, near record heat with a temperature near 96, 97. The tropics are quiet for now, but don't be fooled by that. The European computer model sniffing out 2 areas. We've been going at length with this one, but now today starting to show some signs of life there across the central Atlantic. Let's take a look at this first feature here. You can see that's the remnants of 93 getting entwined with a cold front that's going to back in and potentially develop a system here from Florida as far west as potentially here on into Texas. So that's something we're going to be watching very, very carefully as we get you into next week. And as we show you the scenario, there's that big ridge of high pressure. The remnants of 93 hooking up with this front. Broad area of low pressure may try to develop and then begin to swing southwestward on the eastern side of that large dome of high pressure. Look at these rainfall amounts there being advertised by the American GFS model. 4, 5, 6+ inches of rain for Tuesday through Friday. So first comes the heat and near record heat. Then we'll have to watch the tropics to see what kind of rain we could potentially get there, Darren, next week.